welcome back to the Liz BookTube channel. My name is Kaylin. I'm currently not near my bookshelf, so I apologize for the lack of books behind me. Today I'm going to be discussing my August wrap-up. When I was doing this wrap-up and looking at all the books that I'm currently reading, I was like, oh, this did happen last month, and I can't believe it already happened last month. So anywho, let's get into the books that I'm currently reading. The book that I'm still currently reading for the month of September include Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer, which I love. This book brought back all the nostalgia feels from like little 7th grade Kaylin and back to my middle school days when I read and loved and enjoyed those books, and I highly recommend it so far. I'm about 100 pages in. I did not bring it on with me. I'm currently in the midst of going on vacation, so I decided to not bring that, but maybe I'll listen to the audiobook at the beginning of September, because I definitely need to finish it because there's a lot of stuff that I just don't want to be spoiled for. Book number 2 that I'm still currently reading, I feel like I've been reading it for months now, but that's The Unleashed by Daniel Vega, and I'm still having a good time with this book. Next up, I'm reading, this is a book that I just recently started, and that's War on the 13th and the All-Seeing Eye. I love this book. I'm currently starting chapter 2, so not much is being said. War on the 13th and the All-Seeing Eye is about the tale of a little young Warren who works at a hotel, and right now they have this mysterious guest that just checked in. The guest doesn't say anything, and his face is all wrapped up in bandages, and he wears a suit. That's all I know so far. So let's talk about the books that I did finish for the month of August. I did have a solid week straight of time off where I got some reading done. Thank goodness. Like, I have been looking forward to having some time off to just focus on reading and not be traveling and doing this and that and stressed with work and all that fun jazz. So finally, I have a full week to just sit down and read as much as I possibly can, and it was one of the best times that I've ever experienced. I've never felt so relaxed and recharged and just over exuberant. Like, it was just great. It was great to finally have a chance to sit down and read. So the 2 books that I'm going to mention first, which I do have a video of me reading one of the books, and it's the Narwhal and Jelly series. So first up we have book number 2, which is Super Narwhal and Jelly Jolt, which I did a reading of that a couple weeks ago, so if you want to go check out that video, it'll be in the description box down below. I also read Peanut Butter and Jelly, which is the 3rd book in the series. I will have a video of that up shortly as well, of me reading that, so that was exciting to get those 2 knocked out. I still have to read the 1st book, so on Amazon there's like this puppet stuffed animal book collection set, and I need it in my life. And then I'll do a video of that, and then when the holidays comes around, there's a new Narwhal holiday book, so I'm excited for that one as well. I rated both of these 4 out of 5 stars. They were good, they were great, and make for excellent children's books. Next up, I read Memories by Libib. I ended up rating this 3.5 out of 5 stars because even though it's my favorite author, I don't know how I feel about this. The first half, I like totally forgot like any of the poetry. I don't recall having any specific feelings tied to it. The second half of the book made me really think and made me really sad, and like I didn't want to like have a breakup during that time, especially while I was reading that book, because it would have been really sad and not fun. But 3.5 out of 5, definitely not my favorite work by her, but I still enjoyed it. Next up, I read a super short spooky book, which I highly recommend, When I Arrived at the Castle by Emily Carroll, and I don't want to say anything about it because it is literally so paper thin short. So if you're a fan of Through the Woods, you would definitely like this short story. The last book that I ended up reading and completing in the month of August is 1 Year at Ellesmere by Faith Erin Higg. I recently made a video where I talked about all my fall favorite graphic novels, and this definitely made the list, helped inspired it. Definitely added on there. I ended up rating this 4 out of 5 stars. It was great. I liked the concept. We have our girl who's on a scholarship that's just not like the other girls at the school, and so they all make fun of her. And then it's just her combating like the mean girls, and it was so good. I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to read more graphic novels by Faith Erin Hicks that are like this style, like her with this book and with Pumpkinheads. Anyways, that's gonna be it for my August wrap up. How many books did you read? Overall, August was a great reading month, so I can't wait for what September brings. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next Thursday for a new Thursday bookish video.